Welcome, friends, to an exciting journey through the wondrous world of fiction, where the sky's the limit when it comes to wealth. Today, we're diving deep into the lives of some of the wealthiest characters ever imagined. From bustling cityscapes to fantastical realms, we're about to uncover the astonishing net worths of these legendary figures. In this adventure, we'll encounter characters whose riches rival those of the real world's billionaires. We'll witness the incredible feats and ingenious strategies that have propelled them to the top of the fictional financial ladder. Join as we delve into the stories of these larger-than-life personalities and discover the secrets behind their immense wealth. From the glittering heights of skyscrapers to the hidden depths of treasure troves, our journey will take us to places where money flows like water and dreams come true. Together, we'll explore the minds of visionary geniuses, the hearts of generous benefactors, and the souls of timeless legends. So, fasten your seats and prepare to be amazed as we embark on this thrilling expedition into the realm of fictional riches. Let's start our journey by looking at Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man. He's a famous character from stories and movies. Tony Stark is a brilliant inventor and businessman who made a lot of money through his company called Stark Industries. His net worth, which means all the money and things he owns, is a massive $22.4 billion. That's a lot of money. But Tony's wealth isn't just about how much money he has. It's also about the amazing things he creates. He's known for inventing incredible technology, like his Iron Man suits. These suits give him superpowers and allow him to do amazing things like flying, fighting bad guys. So Tony's wealth isn't just in his bank account, it's also in the incredible gadgets and inventions he's made. Now let's imagine we're visiting Tony Stark's world. We'd see sleek, high-tech buildings and advanced gadgets everywhere. Tony's company, Stark Industries, is probably one of the biggest and most successful companies in the world. They make all sorts of, from weapons to cutting-edge technology. Tony himself would be busy working in his lab, coming up with new inventions and improving existing ones. He's always pushing the boundaries of what's possible, using his intelligence and creativity to make the world a better place. So Tony Stark isn't just a rich guy, he's also a superhero. He uses his wealth and intelligence to help people and fight against villains who threaten the world. Such a fascinating character, and why people love hearing stories about him. Now let's talk about another wealthy character named Oliver Daddy Warbucks. He's known for being a tough CEO, which means he's in charge of a big company. But despite his tough exterior, Warbucks is actually a really kind person with a heart of gold. Warbucks' net worth, which is how much money he has, is a whopping $36.2 billion. That's a huge amount of money, even for someone as rich as him. But what's really special about Warbucks is how he uses his wealth to help others. One person Warbucks cares a lot about is a little girl named Annie. She's an orphan, which means she doesn't have any parents to take care of. Warbucks takes her in and becomes like a father to her. He provides her with a loving home and everything she needs to be happy and healthy. But Warbucks doesn't stop there. He's also really generous with his money and uses it to help people who are less fortunate than him. He gives to charities and organizations that support causes like helping the poor and sick. His wealth isn't just about how much money he has. It's also about how he uses it to make the world a better place. Imagine visiting Warbucks' world. You'd see big, fancy buildings and lots of people working hard. Warbucks' company is probably one of the biggest and most successful in the world. But despite his busy schedule, Warbucks always finds time to help others. He might be sitting in his office, making important decisions and running his company, but he's also thinking about ways to give back to the community and make a difference in people's lives. That's what makes Warbucks such a special character. Now let's talk about a character from the Twilight Saga named Carlisle Cullen. He's not your ordinary person. Carlisle is actually a vampire. That means he's been alive for a really long time, over 300 years. Even though he's a vampire, Carlisle isn't your typical blood-sucking creature of the night. Instead, he's a doctor who helps people. He's really good at his job and has saved many lives over the centuries. Now, you might be wondering how a vampire like Carlisle can have money. Well, it turns out that Carlisle is really good at managing his finances. He's made some smart investments and decisions over the years, which has helped him build up a net worth of $46 billion. That's a huge amount of money, even for someone who's been around as long as he has. Imagine stepping into Carlisle's world. You'd see a mix of old-fashioned elegance and modern sophistication. Despite living for centuries, Carlisle has managed to keep up with the times and adapt to the changing world around him. He might be spending his days working as a doctor, using his skills to help those in need, but he's also thinking about his finances and making sure his wealth continues to grow. Carlisle knows that money can be a powerful tool for good, and he's determined to use his wealth to make a positive impact on the world. That's what makes Carlisle such a fascinating character. He's not just a vampire, he's also a savvy businessman who knows how to make the most of his resources. His story shows us that even the undead can amass fortunes beyond mortal comprehension, and that's pretty impressive. Now, let's talk about a character from a famous book called The Hobbit. This character is a dragon named Smaug, and he's not your average dragon. Smaug is known for his love of treasure, especially gold. Imagine a huge, majestic dragon sitting on top of a mountain of gold coins and jewels. That's Smaug. His net worth, which means all the money and valuable things he owns, is a whopping $54.1 billion. That's an enormous amount of money, even for a dragon. Smaug's story is a cautionary tale about the dangers of greed. You see, he's so obsessed with his treasure that he'll do anything to protect it. He doesn't care about anything else except adding more and more gold to his hoard. But Smaug's story also shows us the power that comes with having vast riches. With all that money, he's practically untouchable. He can do whatever he wants, and nobody can stop. Imagine visiting Smaug's lair. You'd see piles of gold and jewels stretching as far as the eye can see. It's an awe-inspiring sight, but also a reminder of the dangers of greed. Smaug's story teaches us that wealth can be a double-edged sword. It can give you power and influence, but it can also corrupt you if you're not careful. It's a lesson we can all learn from, whether we're dragons or not. Now let's talk about a character who's famous for his incredible wealth. His name is Scrooge McDuck, and he's a duck who lives in a place called Duckburg. Scrooge is known for being really rich. His net worth, which means all the money and valuable things he owns, is a mind-blowing $65.4 billion. That's more money than most people could ever dream of having. Scrooge's story is all about going from being poor to being incredibly wealthy. He started out with nothing, but through hard work and smart decisions, he built up his fortune over the years. Imagine visiting Scrooge's mansion. You'd see all sorts of fancy things, like gold coins and expensive artwork. It's like a palace fit for a king. But Scrooge's wealth isn't just about having lots of money. It's also about the adventures he goes on. He's always off exploring new places and seeking out treasure. His adventures have captivated audiences for generations, showing us that anything is possible if you're willing to work hard and dream big. Scrooge's story is a reminder of the power of imagination and the enduring appeal of stories about going from rags to riches. It's a story that inspires us to believe in ourselves and chase our dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. So whether you're a duck or a human, Scrooge McDuck's story is one that's sure to leave you feeling inspired and ready to take on the world. As we conclude our journey through the worlds of fictional wealth, we are reminded of the enduring allure and impact of these legendary characters. From the technological marvels of Tony Stark to the philanthropic endeavors of Oliver Warbucks, from the timeless wisdom of Carlisle Cullen to the cautionary tale embodied by Smaug, and finally to the indomitable spirit of Scrooge McDuck. Each character's story is a testament to the boundless power of imagination and the universal appeal of tales of fortune and adventure. Through their adventures, we are inspired to dream big, work hard, and never lose sight of the values that truly matter. As we bid farewell to these iconic figures, may their stories continue to ignite our imaginations and fuel our aspirations, reminding us that whether in fiction or reality, the pursuit of wealth is ultimately a journey of self-discovery and fulfillment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.